So the ingredients that we used and vegetables that we're going to use today are 3 potatoes. Cut them up in little squares or as big as you'd like them. Put them in some water. Cut up some onion and some bell pepper. This is the portion we used. I like to make my onions big only because my kids don't like onions and they can pluck them out.
And the stuff that y'all need to put into the potatoes are vegetable oil, garlic salt, Italian seasoning, ground cumin, and
seasoned salt. Okay, so let's get ready. So we're going to put in some oil in a pan. I would say fill it to where the whole pan is covered up. You can always drain it. And then be careful not to splash or do this too fast. But I'm going to place all of our potatoes into the pan. I've drained all the water out from the bowl. And then we're going to add a little bit of water. We have it set on high. Then we're going to add the rest of our potatoes. And our onions. And our bell peppers.
oh no.
Once we put our potatoes and our onion and our bell peppers in the pan, we let it boil. And then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients.
So then you add the garlic salt. You just want to add till you can see it. And then
About a half tablespoon
or
whatever you desire.
Then you're gonna add some seasoning salt. And this one you can add all over. This one is gonna make it really good. Then you want to add some ground cumin. That one you only want to add just a little bit. And then you want to add some of this. It's Italian seasoning. And that's it.
Again, you can add your desired amount, but we kind of just go by the way it looks. We just kind of cover up the whole pan. But I would say at least a teaspoon of each if you're making at least 4 potatoes, which is what I used. I used about 2 big potatoes and 2 small potatoes. So this is the biggest size I used. I used 2 of these and 2 very small ones. So now we just let it boil like this, sizzle. My kids like to eat them a little bit crunchy. So what I do is I fry the potatoes a little bit. I let them sit and get like a golden brown. Again, I have it on high. Sometimes it takes a little longer when you have bigger pieces of potatoes. The smaller the potato, the faster it cooks. But I like to make them kind of big, but kind of small. I'll show you. So these are the sizes. There's some small, some big. I guess ideally you would like to have them all about the same size, but I don't really get too perfection on that. I just kind of just cut them up and just go with it and try not to make it too complicated. I usually make these on Saturday morning and my family seems to enjoy them. So I try to make a tradition now and make potatoes every Saturday morning, and I either make eggs or I make some bits and gravy or pancakes to go with it. Today I'm not sure exactly what I plan to do. Maybe some biscuits and gravy. I'll show you on the next video. This is my second video doing with my kids during this quarantine. We get really bored and I like to do some things with my kids, and I've decided why not make some videos and maybe share my recipe. Pretty easy. It's not very complicated. This usually takes about 30 to 40 minutes, the whole process. I don't have the best non-stick pans, but if you have a non-stick pan, that will make it so much easier and you don't even have to use so much oil. I usually would drain the oil that's left. You want to just kind of wait a little bit and then move it around just to make sure everything gets cooked and crispy. Just kind of give it a little shake. And I just wait for it to get a little bit of golden brown. And then I'll cover it up and just let it steam so it can get cooked all the way around. So yeah, this is what it looks like when it's just cooking. Okay, so I turned down my heat from high to about medium low. And as you can see, the potatoes have now gotten a little bit kind of crispy on some of them. I don't like to crisp all of them. That can be up to you if you like them very crispy. But this is how these turned out. Just a little bit crispy on the outside, just like we like them. Not too mushy. You don't want to smash. You kind of just want to kind of flip them like that, so that you're careful not to mush your potatoes because they're now soft. I'm actually going to turn off my heat. I have an electric stove. If you have the other gas stove, I assume that the heat is a lot different. So these are our potatoes. If you move them around too much, they tend to get kind of mushy. See? If I continue to move them or anything, I like to shake my pan. But if you move them a little too much, it starts to get a little mushy, so you don't want to do that. I drained some of the excess water and oil to get it to start crisping because it was cooked and I had still a little bit of water. So you kind of just can do this, and then I just got a spoon and got rid of all of this extra little water. And that's the way we make our breakfast potatoes. Pretty easy. It's been about 20 minutes. Like I said, you can add your own spice, your own amount of garlic seasoning, your desired Italian seasoning, and that's about it. Thank you.
And don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button, and give this video a big thumbs up. it, and
So can you.